Welcome to my basic SmplTrek MIDI tutorial. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to Adam Pritchard. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. So, like the title states, this is going to be a very basic SmplTrek MIDI tutorial. Today we are exclusively focusing on how to use an external MIDI controller, a keyboard controller in this case, with the Sonicware SmplTrek. The keyboard controller that I'm going to be using today is the Arturia Keystep, but this tutorial will work with any keyboard controller that easily allows you to change your MIDI channel. So on the Keystep, all you have to do is hold Shift and then the first F all the way up through this G sharp here will change your MIDI channel from 1 through 16. The reason I'm using the Keystep in this tutorial is because all of the Arturia MIDI controllers are a pretty common occurrence these days, it seems, in the world of electronic music. So figured I would just use it since it's kind of a baseline for most other controllers as well. And you're pretty hard pressed to find a keyboard controller that does not allow you to change your MIDI channel on the fly anymore. So yeah, that's what we're going to use. Let's go over connections real quick here. So far on the SmplTrek here, I've got power to the wall, and then I just have my left and right outputs to my audio interface, to my mixer. So no MIDI plugged in yet. And then on the Keystep, I just have power to the wall, just via micro USB. Now, one lovely thing about the SmplTrek is that even though it's a small portable device, it still has 5-pin MIDI. So we can just use a normal 5-pin MIDI cable for the Keystep because it also has 5-pin MIDI. So we are going to take our normal 5-pin MIDI cable and we are going to go to the MIDI in on the SmplTrek. Okay, plug it in there. Then we're going to go to the MIDI out on the Keystep. Just like that. Now what we want to do is grab our SmplTrek, hold function, and press home, which will take us to the system menu. From there, navigate down to MIDI, and we're going to go into that. If we look at track, we can actually scroll through all 10 of the main tracks and then the global tracks, and we can see they all have a different MIDI channel. Our 10 main tracks are channels 1 through 10 by default. Then our global tracks are 11, 12, and 13. Our USB channel is 14. Our external channel is 15, and that's all we use. Now, what's cool is that you can actually change these. So if you don't have a MIDI controller that is capable of changing MIDI channels on the fly, you can actually go down to the track you want to control and use knob A here to change the value. So right now, I'm able to put track 2 on channel 7 instead of where it would normally be sitting on channel 2. For this video, I'm just going to leave everything as is. I'm going to hit clear to go back one screen. Now I'm going to go down to config and just make sure that we have input set to USB and MIDI. You can actually use the A knob here to change that to completely off, to only accept MIDI in from the 5-pin MIDI jack, only accept it from USB, or what it defaults to, which is both. For this case, I'm just going to leave it to both, okay? Just like that. That's the only setting we really have to worry about today. So I'm going to press home to go out back to the main menu. From here, we should just be able to load in an instrument to one of our tracks and play it with the keyboard. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and select track 1 here. I'm going to select instrument for its track type. I'm going to go left, just one little tick there on the screen, and press the pencil to select our sample for the track. We'll go preset, navigate down to instrument. Let's just load in the default A guitar. Pressing A again is going to solidify it in there for us. Let's go ahead and go into this track. Make sure it's loaded up. Yep. Going to go back out to the main menu, and we should just be able to play it on the keyboard now. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And since we're on a Keystep, we can easily change our octave there. Awesome. Super, super easy. Let's go ahead and record something into our clip with that, because that is also easy. So, well, let's back out and click right here, turn on the metronome. And actually, let's also set our scene to a different length. Let's go back into that instrument track there on that scene. Let's press the pencil go to length/note, and we will set it to 32 steps or 2 measures long. Let's go ahead and record now. Also, when it comes to playing live, I've noticed that a lot of times I will actually miss the beginning where it actually starts recording. I'll find that I come in a little bit too early, so I like to let the sequence play through once first. So here we go. And there we go. There's our very, very basic little 2-bar pattern recorded live off of a MIDI controller. Super easy. Now let's go ahead and do another track. Let's do a drum kit. So I'm going to go down to track 2. Going to select the type as drum. Okay, there we go. Going to go left here and press the pencil icon. Go to select kit. Let's go rock kit. Sure. Okay, that's added in now. Now you'll notice our keyboard is still on track 1. So like I showed you earlier on the Keystep, we're just going to hold Shift and press 2, which is on this F sharp right here. I'm also going to go down an octave, and we can hear now that our kit, there we go, is being controlled by the keyboard now. You might have to search around to find it depending on your controller though, just a heads up. As you can hear, it is velocity sensitive too, which is nice. Now let's go ahead and record something with our drum kit as well. Just did a 1-bar phrase there, but if we wanted to, I could actually go and clear the clip here, go to length, set this to, I don't know, 64 steps long? Sure, why not? There we go. And let's record something now with that length set. Now it does appear that I missed the downbeat there. Like I told you, often does happen to me. So let's just go to step 1. I'm going to turn on edit mode. And I'm going to, just on the keyboard, play the 2 notes that I wanted to play, that being the kick drum and the hi-hat. That's how easy it is to punch stuff in. You can just scroll to the step you want and then just do it on the keyboard. Super simple. Let's have a listen now. Cool. We can now go in, turn off our metronome there, and tell you what, let's load in one more track. Let's load in an instrument track. Get a sample here. Instrument. Let's get an organ. Sure. We'll go to MIDI channel 3 now. There's the organ. Nice. Function plus effect. Let's get a send effect here. It's already on Hall Reverb. Nice mixer. Channel 3, send. There we go. Nice. Now let's just turn on launch mode and have a jam. Remember, I'm not a keyboardist. I'm just a drummer who makes a bad attempt to play the keys. So let's just forget that happened. Anyway, I hope you don't forget this basic little tutorial happened, and I do hope you found it helpful or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. New content every single day. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.